So guys, I gotta wait. And so I decided I'd make this little video about what annoys me the most when selling something privately online. And truth be told, I've done many deals. I've sold a lot of stuff, and most of the time it's really a good experience. It's really a great way to make some extra money and to get rid of stuff you don't need. But also there are occasions where it doesn't go as planned, or where you just get pissed off a bit by your customers or buyers. So I made this list here, and so yeah, I'm gonna read it to you and tell you what I don't like about selling stuff online. Now, I don't sell online on eBay or something. I sell it privately, so I don't have to pay taxes. And I use something similar to Craigslist. We don't have Craigslist in Austria, but we got willhaben.at. And it is basically the same. It's just better looking, in my opinion, but it works the same. You contact the seller and yeah, you go from there. So what annoys me the most, it starts with that people are not polite. That there are many people who are very impolite. And now I don't expect somebody to write me, "Hey mister, I'm very interested in your product. I would like to buy it." I don't expect like an application letter style, but all I want is like a "Hello, I want to buy your product. How about this price? Or do you still have that product?" And yeah. And a lot of people do that, but most of the time actually people just usually they write like, "Is it still here?" And yeah, I mean, as long as the ad is online, yeah, it's still here. That's another point, by the way. But there are also people who just write me a number. Let's say I have something for sale for $200, and they write me like 175, without ever having heard of them before. They say like, or 160, or what is the most you can do? And I mean, I've done many deals where it worked out this way, but I find it very impolite, because would you go up to a seller in real life and say like 180? Probably not. So yeah, this is pissing me off a bit. I mean, you don't need to be super polite, obviously. But when I buy something from somebody, always like, "Hi, I want to buy it," and yeah. It's like so simple, but it makes it so much a better experience. The next thing, which is a bigger problem in my eyes, a very big problem, and that is that people cannot read the ad properly. What I mean by that is, when I write, for example, a ad with a broken laptop, I write in there that it's broken. Now, I know that there are a lot of ads out there which just say nothing, and there you have to ask, obviously. But in my case, when I write it is broken, it has this and this problem, why do the people still keep asking me, "Does it work? Is the screen working? Do you get a power supply with it? Or what? You don't have a power supply with it?" Even though I write that in the ad, that annoys the crap out of me, because either they're just too stupid or too lazy to read the ad, but it's mostly just a couple of lines. Just read it, god damn it. And then I write, "No, power supply is not included. It's listed in the ad this way." And then they say, "Oh, yeah." And then I never hear of them again. So this pisses me off. Like, why can't you just read the ad and it makes it easier for both sides, you know? It doesn't annoy me and you know what's up. So that is a big problem. Next thing is when people ask for big discounts, for insane discounts. Now, I know negotiating is good. I know negotiate a lot myself, and never actually make a deal without negotiating something. I very rarely buy something actually sticker price. But when I advertise something for, let's say 150, laptop for 150 euros, and they just write me 50, and I say, no chance, mate. Stuff like this. I mean, what do they expect? Is it like really gonna fly this way? I don't think anybody is as stupid and say, "Oh yeah, all right, yeah, here you go." it's a super insane discount, which is just, I don't know, how can you expect somebody to go for this? Like they really badly need money if you actually go through with this deal. So yeah, in my eyes, it's just actually a little respectless actually. But yeah, these people will always be there, and I mean they're not that much of a problem. It just amuses me actually most of the time. And that brings me to the next type of people. That is these people who can't negotiate. Now I know you need to learn that. There's a learning curve involved how to negotiate good. And I sucked at it at the beginning as well, because everybody sucks at something at the beginning mostly. But I'm gonna give you an example what I mean by people who can't negotiate. Let's say it is advertised as $100, and then they say 60, which is already, yeah, but okay. And then I say no, 90. How about 90? I go down $10, and then they say 65 or 60, and I pay the postage. I mean, I won't waste any time with you, mate. In this way, it just doesn't work this way. I mean, I go down $10, and you like tiny, teeny like mouse steps. It doesn't work this way. You don't go to a car dealer. The car is listed for 15,000, for example, and you say 13,000, and he says 14.8. And you say 13.2. It's just stupid. But these people exist, and they are very, very common. But yeah, they amuse me actually. But they piss me off at the same time because they waste my time. The next type is also very annoying. Well, everything is annoying, but this is certainly for me very annoying because it happens so many times. And that is that people come up with stories, with excuses and stories. For example, I need it fast. Help me out, please. I only have $100, and they write you, for example, like for a MacBook for $350. I mean, no way. It doesn't work this way. Or hey, I'm a student and I don't have any money, and actually fell for this a couple of times. And recently, 2 days ago, it happened again. I had a laptop listed, my Acer laptop, for $150. Well, actually, the Acer is now gone, but it had been listed for $150, and she said, yeah, I'm a student, and yeah, can we do something about the price because I don't have a lot of money? And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, student, yeah, I get it, yeah, I mean, you don't have a lot of money because you're a student. How about 130? And she's like, yeah, I only have 120, and my budget's 120, and I'm like, yeah, but 120, how about 130? I think you can do these for $10. And she's like, yeah. And then I looked at her fucking profile. She had a profile at Willhaben, because you can actually write with your profile. And there she had a Huawei phone listed for 700 euros. Now, I don't know if he wasted all her money on that phone and now she wants it back, but if she can buy or get hold of a $700 phone, which probably costs $1,000 or so new, you can easily pay these 20 extra bucks I'm asking. So no, and actually, why should I care? I mean, it's your goddamn business. I know you want to help out, don't want to be rude, you want to help out people, but actually, if you don't have the money, it's your fucking problem. It's not my problem. So, sometimes I really fall for these things because I'm a good person. I'm not an ass when it comes to these things. And if it's true, yeah, maybe I'm gonna do it. But actually, it's you should just stay harsh. And yeah, you say, yeah, I understand you don't have a lot of money, but then you're wrong. You're at the wrong address. You just get like a cheap laptop anywhere else, but not from me. So yeah, these are these who come up with stories. And there are also these who, the people who tell me how you can get it cheaper or where they could get it cheaper, and yours is just too expensive. And they can get it there anytime cheaper. And you know what I always write to them? Yeah, go ahead, do it. If you get it cheaper, then do it. I mean, it's a great deal, right? You're trying to tell me how great it is, then do it. And guess what? I never hear from them again because they're pissed off and they think you're so super smart, but they're not. Because why would they even bother with my offer if they already have the best offer seen before? Or these people who, so I can just buy a $300 laptop new in MediaMarkt, do you know that? I'm not paying $350 for your old MacBook. I can buy a €300 new laptop in the store, and I say, yeah, alright, go ahead. You will not be happy with this if you expect good performance or so, but you go ahead. I don't stop you. So yeah, there are these people who think they're super smart and they're not. Exactly the type of person. So yeah, then there are also these who push you. Usually they're in a hurry. They need it very fast. I had like he said he was a student. I actually think he was a student. A student from France. And he very fast needed a laptop. He was studying in Salzburg, and he really needed a laptop very fast, and he needed it at the end of the week. And I sold it to him because I actually said, mate, it's not my problem. You know, if you don't start looking for a laptop before you actually need to do work on it, it's not my problem. If you need to search and get hold of a laptop soon enough. You know, it's not really a thing for me. I don't care about that. If you can't get that in your plan to buy a laptop early, to not have a rush, then well, it's none of my business. And he said, yeah, you are not a nice person, but I'm gonna buy it anyway. Yeah. I mean, am I really not such a nice person? Actually, listening to his bullshit all the time is well. Anyway, he bought it. I don't complain. Next up, those who say that they're okay, they're gonna do the deal, but they actually don't wire the money, or they just don't really want to buy the product, but they say they're okay with it. Real asshole move. Don't do that. It's just stupid, you know. Don't do that. Pisses me off. Had it happen many times actually. We just say, yeah, okay, and the money never shows up. So then there are also these types of people who just don't respond anymore all of a sudden. Who I ride with them, how about this? We actually come up at a price, we agree upon a price, and then I never hear from them again. It's okay. They changed their mind, you know, never mind, but maybe they just write, oh, I found something different, or no, never mind, okay, no, actually, no, I don't want it anymore. I'm fine with that, but just please write me something, because maybe I have a different buyer that I can sell it to, and stuff. So why can't you just write no? A simple no is actually enough, but just don't stop responding. And actually, when I call you or write them up, what's up, don't respond. That's stupid, it's childish. Yeah, that's very annoying. Also, these people who don't say no clearly. Just say no. It's fine. I'm not pissed off about it. This is business, you know. The next thing is something that is something in my area, because we are close to Hungary, and I wrote here the people that hardly speak the language. Now, granted, there are many Hungarian people mostly working as waiters here, because it's around 40-minute drive to Hungary or something from here, and so there are a lot of Hungarian people who can speak excellent German, but there are also a lot of who can't, and they call me up and I hardly understand them, and yeah, it's mostly not such a good experience for me, because it doesn't feel serious, you know. It feels kind of shady, even though maybe they don't even feel this way. They're maybe completely legitimate guys, but they just come on the phone. They just appear as they're real shady people. But yeah, I've made some deals with guys like these, and they're mostly actually fine, you know. But if you don't speak the language, buying something is actually a bad idea. You know, I can rip you off with this if I don't understand. I say, oh, I don't understand. 150? I don't understand. But no, I'm not doing this. Don't worry. And it's actually not a big problem. It just happens from time to time. Now, and a bigger problem, that I think that pisses me off again, that is that people complain afterwards about something. That something doesn't work, that something isn't great for them, that the laptop is too slow for him, blah, blah, blah. If you bought it, and I told you everything about it, and you said, yeah, it's okay, then you're shit out of luck. You know, I don't have a warranty, I don't have a money-back guarantee. This is a private purchase. If you bought it, and I didn't lie to you, well, go on with your life. It's I did everything right, and you agreed on it. You know, why complain? I always say, yeah, it's too late, mate. Just deal with it. Or sell it again. Then there are also people who expect you to give you a course on how to use the device or the program. I had the guy who bought my Mac Pro, the 2006 Mac Pro. He bought it in the end, but he insisted that I'm gonna show him how to use Final Cut. He showed up at my house, and he said, you show me how to use Final Cut Pro, and then I'll buy it. And I know you shouldn't do this. I should just say, you know what, I don't have time for this shit. Just buy it or leave it. But I actually did it. It was even fun. He was a legitimate funny guy. And then he said, yep, you're nice. I'm not even gonna negotiate on a price. I'm just gonna give it your $200 and fine. And you know what? It was okay. But what I want to say is, don't expect like the seller to actually tell you everything about him, how to use it, how to set up your iCloud account. I've had that happen. I sold somebody an iPhone and they said, I don't know how to set up the iCloud account, and I just directed them to an Apple page or something, which I don't even have to do. I should just say, well, it's none of my business, just leave me alone. And just, it's, you know, I'm not doing this for free. I'm doing this because I'm a nice person, but actually, I don't have to do it. And yeah, it pisses me off also because it's wasting my time, and I really am not gaining anything from that other than being a nice person, which sometimes you have to do. In case of the Final Cut guy, he was actually a funny, legitimate guy. Yeah, what else have we got? Then there are also these purchases where you actually meet up with the guys, which I actually prefer than posting because it's costs, posting costs. You have to pack it up, you have to, you know. When I actually meet up with the guys, I like that more. But there are also these who are very late when meeting up, who are just very late, who call me, it's gonna be half an hour later. Usually I'm like, yeah, okay, because I usually set a meeting point not far from where I live, so it doesn't really matter. But on one occasion I was driving to Graz, all the way to Graz. And he came like an hour later, and it was really annoying for me. I mean, at least he bought it, sold that old AMD FX CPU to him. He bought it, he was a nice person, everything, but he was late, and it's respectless, you know? You're wasting my time. And then there are the worst, those that don't even show up. Had it happen only once, and that was very annoying. Because I was standing there, actually here, not far from where I am right now. I was calling the guy, I was waiting, I was calling, I was texting, I was doing everything in my power to reach him. He didn't respond. But he said he was gonna show up. That is just a big move, a dig move, such a move. Again, if you change your mind, just say no. But don't let me stand there for 45 minutes and just looking stupid and waiting for you. And the last thing that pisses me off that I could come up with is that those people who only want PayPal. I don't like PayPal all that much, actually, from what they're doing with businesses and stuff. But I get it. I buy it from eBay via PayPal and stuff. But I personally will not accept PayPal because they take a fee. And so I'm not making my full profit on that. And so I say either you're going to meet up with me, give it to me cash, or you wire me the money via bank, but no PayPal. And then they say, okay, no, well, all right. But, you know, I'm not Steam or eBay or something where you can just use whatever you like to pay with. I'm no firm. It doesn't work for me out. It doesn't work out for me. That's what I want to say. PayPal just doesn't work out for me. They take these fees and you know, I'm not making huge profits with devices anyway. You know, I want to make these little profits at least. So yeah, guys, these are my gripes with selling stuff. Tell me what you think. Do you also have had experiences which were shady or just annoying or pissed you off when it comes to buying and selling stuff? Just please tell me. I'm always open-minded for, you know, stories like this. And I could actually tell you some funny and not so funny stories from occasions where I sold or bought something. If you want, I can do that also. So with that said, always be a legitimate guy, selling and buying. And yeah, see you later.